Candlelight. Lamp. Candlelight. Lamp. Candlelight. Lamp. Not quite sure which one's scarier for the audience or for me. The candlelight version is a lot scarier for me. I don't know if you can see me that well, but why am I doing this to myself? We're playing a game. It's called Emily Wants to Play. I've been told I'm going to have nightmares. I don't really want to have nightmares. I'm probably going to have nightmares.
Hello?
Hello?
Your pizza's here!
Oh, good. I like pizza. Oh. Oh. Right quick. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not turning the lights off. No. Why am I really slow? Oh, there's a clown. Hello, clown. Oh. Can I actually interact with anything? Can I turn these lights off? Nope, that turns them off. What this like? Why would that? What? Why would that turn the lamps off? Why would that turn the lamps off? That doesn't make sense. Oh, Oakley. Thank you. That light is flickering. I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for, to be honest. Apparently my pizza's here. Should I go and see to that? No. My pizza's not here. There's a clown. This door opened on its own. There's a flickery light. We're all doing alright so far. Oh, there's a computer. What does it say? I don't know. I can't read it. Oh no, I can read it. A problem has been detected and Windows has been shut down to prevent damage to your computer. Oh, well, good on you, Windows. I don't actually know what I can click on. Nice that these kinds of games just kind of chuck you in and I go, oh, hello, that door opened a weird way. Does this little closet have a light? No. Have a light on the outside? No. I feel like I should be shutting these doors. Hang on. I didn't touch you. I touched you. Go that way later. Game's telling me to go that way. Look at the very shiny metal. Look at that. How interesting. Toilet. Broken mirror, I'm assuming. Let's go through the door that opened. Where's the scary thing? Where is it? There's got to be a scary thing. Not had a scary thing in a while. Where's the scary thing? What's this? I think they want to kill me. Oh, thank you for the subtitles because I totally couldn't read that. Well, that room has no lights. Is there a switch? I'm not going in there. It's dark in there. Why would I go in there?
It's been over a month now, and the police still haven't found any leads.
Candle, stop flickering. I'm not having you flicker.
The couple was found lifeless in their living room as neighbors were jogging by.
I can't hear what it's saying. I just want to play.
There were no signs of forced entry, and the police have ruled out burglary as a motive.
I think someone's dead.
Neither body had any injuries, and the cause of death could not be determined by the coroner.
It
seemed as though the residents were preparing to move. The police have yet to find any leads. The house has been boarded up while the investigation continues.
I don't really know.
In other news, alien sightings.
Oh, hello. I don't know what I did. Ding dong. Okay. Oh. black screen. Oh, okay. Scary thing, where are you? Where are you? Scary thing. Scary thing. Where are you? Come out, please. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's that clock. Oh, let's think. Oh, okay. We're closing doors. I have a feeling I want to go and look at the clock. Scary thing? Hello? The clown moved. Oh, hello! It's a scary thing. It's a scary thing. Hello, scary thing. Let me guess. Yep. Oh my. Oh. Okay. So I need to look at that scary thing. Oh, okay. And breathe. I knew that was going to happen, and it still got me just a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh, there's checkpoints. That's nice. I really don't want to turn around. I just want to quit right now. Like, I just want to just press escape and just click quit. I just don't know why I've committed myself to this. Oh dear, I need someone in here with me. I need some comfort. I can't do this alone. Oh, it's behind me. It's gonna attack me, innit? Oh, hello. I think I've got to keep an eye on you. Right. Still in my field of vision. Now that's not fair. You just saw that move. That just moved. She was still in my field of vision. This game is cheating. Where's she gone? That's cheating, game. She's behind me. She can't be behind me. I'm in a corner. That is cheating. This game is cheating. Oh dear. My heart. It did. It disappeared. You can clip it and see. It disappeared. I'm not trying to cheat the game. Where's she gone? Oh no. Oh, can we just quit, please? Can we just sit in this corner? Let's just have a nice chat. How's your day been? She's there. How's your day been? I had a great day. I played some Overwatch this morning, then I played some speedrunners. Took a nice break, came back, had some fun watching the stream. The stream's been good, hasn't it? We raised a lot of money. She just disappeared again. This game is cheating. You just saw her disappear again. She's in my field of vision. I can't do this if the game's gonna cheat. I can't do this anyway, let's be honest here. All I need to do is go through that door. Give her a hug. I went up to her earlier before she killed me and I started again. She's still there. Where? I don't see her. I'm not dealing with the candle though. The candle's too flickery for my liking. And it's really starting to smell. Where is she? I just heard her laugh. do this? Why did I do this? It is a Yankee Candle. Okay. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I cannot do this. I can't even get past the start. I can't do this. It's punishing me for going slow. Angel's Wings, Oakley, is the scent of this candle, but the top of it's kind of burnt a bit, so it's not smelling so great right now. I really don't think I can do this. Oh my god, why do I do this to myself? I signed myself up to do this on Halloween as well. Why do I do this to myself? Look at my hands. Look how much I'm shaking. I'm gonna give me another one as well. Look at that. You could do it, be brave. I'm not brave. I'm gonna have nightmares if I keep going, I think. Connor was right. I shouldn't be playing this. Ah! Should I just install the boogeyman and try that one again? Oh my god, no, I'm not reliving that. That was the biggest regret of my life. Oakley, I'm not brave. Do you want to do this for me? Oakley plays a horror game, yeah? Oh, that sounds like a great thing, fun thing. Oakley plays a horror game, yeah? Oakley plays a horror game. You can win this easy peasy. It doesn't like me going slow, which is really annoying because I like going at my own pace. How about what's behind me? Right, let's just go. I feel like, don't look at her. Don't look at her. Winky face. Don't trust it. I can't do this. She's behind me. Is there a light switch? Oh my god. Oh, my controller shakes as well. Oh my god. I can't do this. This one's worse. I spent like £4 on this and I've played it for how long, Steam? 19 minutes. And 5 of that was on the main menu. Jesus. I work with kids. I work with kids. I work with 9-year-old kids. This girl's 9 years old. I work with kids that are that old. I'm terrified right now. I am not continuing. I cannot do this. If you want some quality entertainment from me playing a horror game, go and watch the VOD of me playing the Boogeyman. Oh. I cannot do this. It's 15 minutes already and I've already given up. Oh my god, I'm so like my heart is pounding. I cannot. Even if someone literally donated like 200 quid right now, I don't think I can put myself through that again without pissing myself. Oh my god. I fucking learned that you're not convincing me out of this one. It's not happening. It's not happening. Sorry to disappoint. Maybe like a 5-minute break. I'll find something, okay? I'll find something. It's not gonna be scary. I'll find something. Oh my god. Yeah, give me a break. Oh my god.
flash in the dark, igniting a spark, a shooting star. Damn girl, tell me who you are. The sun came up, I'm empty-handed again. I missed my chance. So don't tell me
This is the story of a man named Stefan. I don't know the rest of it, sorry Joey. I found a game. This is my game. We're going to play this for half an hour.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hang on, let me turn up. I think it's really quiet. Oh no, I think I ruined it. He's not so. Oh no, I think we just missed it. Never mind. Oh, I can't remember what I have to do. Oh no, because I've already played it. It's not giving me the full story. Oh, we're just gonna go on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know how.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Perhaps we should turn up the audio. Oh, that's better.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh yeah, you can't jump in this game. You can crawl around though. I can't remember all the endings. I can't remember the endings at all. Oh.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I think you'll find my name is Stefan, Mr. Narrator. Can you please get it right? How do you get out of the window? I'm sure you can get out the window. Oh, it's getting cold. Hot. Oh. Turn my fan off. Stop ticking as well. Clicking everything. Okay, whatever. I'm sure you can get out these windows. Maybe I'm wrong. Beep. What does it say? Who farted? Oh, I think it was Jammy. What's this one say? Be my Valentine. I don't know, Jammy. I don't know if I want to be a Valentine. I can't really have a date. How much of this have I played? I have 3 hours total in it. Oh, hang on. Because that was a very long time ago. I can't actually remember anything other than a big room of screens. And the storage room, but I only remember.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I only remember the storage room because...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I did. Yes, we used the storage room in this as inspiration for the storage room in the factory. So I can remember the storage room because of that, and a big row of screens from what I played before.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I mean, Juragis, as much as I appreciate you giving the bits...
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
As much as I appreciate bits, I think I would prefer a donation. Although,
at this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Coffee nut. What's this one say? Fuel.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
No, I want more dialogue. Can I buy a drink? Nope. I wonder if this is a thing, like, do the whole game on.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room, and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, and the other thing I remember from this game is the line.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
scaring me or I'm gonna get very annoyed. I don't think it's a scary game at all.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley was pretending to be a snake. He didn't know why, but it was happening. He just rolled with it. Can't do it. Jammy can do it. Jammy can do it really well. Should I just turn off? I should just turn off the narrator and just have Jammy get the script up and just narrate it for me. I feel like that's the best idea. Why can I not go any other way? This is very disappointing, actually. It's forced me to go left. I can't go any other way. I'm gonna go left. This is where I came from. See? It doesn't let me.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
I want to go left. Wait.
No,
what?
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
My heart is still pounding. Can you believe it? Sliding down the stairs because there's no bumping from the walking. Oh look, this is the room I remember.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Whoa.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
That's what I want to know. Why did the creator of this game not let me jump? Jumping is very important. Oh my god, look, it's so close, but so far because it's not 20 past 11, it's half past 1. But it's actually pretty close. Let's go. Now, how do I get out of this
All
window?
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This way you can get out.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Jammy, how'd you get out the window? I missed something. Because you can't jump. But I'm sure you can get out the window. Maybe I have to be a snake. Wait, is there any other button I can press? Hang on. Keyboard and mouse. Edit keys. Aha. Duck. Use item. Is there an item I can use? Click the chat. No. This way you can like shimmy onto items. Can you not shimmy onto a chair? Oh, I'm sure you can get out of this window. I feel like that's like. Can I shimmy onto the pot? No. None of this is working. Oh well. Let's just keep going. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Whoa.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Already.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find the story. Oh, I think my chat just refreshed. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Why would you have a diagonal corridor anyway? That seems very inefficient. I feel like I've gone in a circle. I feel like I've gone in a very big circle.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart this game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Hi, Caffeine. Caffeine.
All of his
Climb out this
co-workers were
window.
gone. What could it mean?
I feel like you
Stanley
can,
decided to
but
go to the
you
meeting
never
room.
answer.
Perhaps he had simply missed a
He
memo.
didn't answer, and because my chat refreshed, I didn't actually see it. One of the two. I feel like it can get on. Oh! I did it! I know, how do I get over here? Oh, I fell. I knew you could get on here. Oh, I can't do it anymore now. Oh, no. Come on, I just did it! How did I just do it? Oh my goodness, come on. Really, game? Really? You're gonna do this to me? Am I gonna spend the last 20 minutes of this just trying to get on this chat? Are you serious? Oh, yes. Right, and then backwards, yes, and then over here. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, and then sneak. And then on the windowsill. How do I get on the windowsill? How do I get on here? Come on, game. The window is closed. Oh, is it because I've started another ending? So it won't let me out. I have spanned the space bar many a time. What achievements do I have, actually? I have 4. I don't know if you can see these. No, you can't. You can't see my overlay. I have click on door 535, 435 times. Welcome back. You can't jump and beat the game. I unlocked them all on the 26th of December 2015. So can you guess when I bought this game or was given this game?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Is this the one with the line? I feel like this might be the one with the line. I really can't remember anything from this game other than
Aha!
vague
I
memories.
knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay, now I'm in,
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
yeah.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Whoa, you can't
We
just take
both
my
know
win
you
away
didn't
from
put
me,
in any
mate.
actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No. This is the one with the line.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
No, I'm going this way.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
I have to follow the line, don't I? Follow the line. Where's the line music? I swear there's line music. Is there line music? Yes? Maybe? I don't remember.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
I can't really answer that question.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
No, I'm following that line.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Where was I meant to look at the fan?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try anyway. That's not happening. I feel like I've
Now,
upset Kathy.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
But there's nothing here, it's just a circle. Look. Oh, hello. Not anymore, it's not.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, the choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
No, not this way. Fine.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
Oh, I've seen
You're
this before.
telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us?
Yeah, I think.
Will something happen?
First.
So,
Oh gosh, what's that called?
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey
Life
and
is
not
about
the
the journey,
destination.
not the
So I
destination.
hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
We'll just restart the game.
Well, in the meantime...
Oh, okay. Oh, pick up. Come on. We've only got 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. My coffee's wearing off.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How many times have we played this game, Happy?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
It
I'm
actually
not.
does.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, I didn't know that would happen.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique
is
place
fun
to
and
be?
unique.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Okay.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No. No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
Probably not.
Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Is that it? How do you continue with the game when you're stuck in a room? Do you have to manually restart? Do I have to manually restart, or will it eventually like come and rescue me? I genuinely don't know. Cheat the system. Less effort. I don't know what's going on in chat. Oh, you're promoting yourselves. How nice of you. Begin the game again. I think caffeine's run away. Oh, no, he said. Oh, good, I did the right thing. Okay, I want to know what the other option is. Oh. What?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Okay, time to jump out a window again. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not doing it. It's not going. It won't go. Where would it go? Oh, whatever. Let's just finish it off by doing what he actually says. Oh! Oh, bless me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I did sneeze. Why?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Hurry up. I've only got 4 minutes. I wanted to finish this story bit. Oi. Oi. Oi.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, let's just do it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Need the chat. I lost the chat.
He have the strength to find out.
Just try to jump along the scope.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What? I'm waiting. Stopping. Don't get in the lift. What lift? Oh, this lift.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
If I run over, it's your fault. I'll do it in my own time.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he...
Okay.
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't know. My slot's over. That's what it means.
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
I think Grace
it
is
will
next.
be
Sorry,
his.
Grace, I'm over by her now.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay then, I'll leave it there. Sorry I bailed on horror game, but that was just too much to bear. Next up I think is Grace playing something. I don't know what she's playing actually, but yeah, that's gonna be it. So thanks all for watching and stick around for Grace.